Yeah, you read the title. Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker is great. At me, boys. I know what the Rotten Tomato score says. Those critics are some uncultured swines, okay? Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is great. No matter what anyone tries to tell me, it is great. I'm going to say it. It's my favorite Star Wars movie ever made. Better than Empire, dethroned my original favorite. Solo: A Star Wars Story. So, spoiler warning, and let's get right into this video. Okay, first thing I'm going to talk about is the plot. The most controversial thing. Some people are saying that it's a messy plot. It's not as satisfying as it should be. There's too much fan service. Okay. You're wrong. This, I'm going to say it, is my favorite Star Wars movie ever. Better than Empire. Better than my original favorite, Solo. Yeah, I said it. Solo was my favorite Star Wars movie, no matter what anyone says. And I totally enjoyed the plot. And people who say that Palpatine... Oh, did I have a spoiler warning? Spoiler warning! I don't remember if I had that earlier. Spoiler warning. I'll give you a few seconds to leave. You can click that tab right up there. You can click that tab if you're watching this on your phone. Click that tab right up there. Flip your phone back over. Swipe down. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And turn on the notification bell. Anyway, and if you're on a computer, escape button. Right down there. Click the escape button. Or click the exit button. Then click the back button. Or if you have it on your computer, click the back button down there. Anyway, Emperor Palpatine in this movie was like the best part, okay? Emperor Palpatine was great. And people say that they didn't have a plan. Okay, maybe it's not the Marvel plan, but we have a plan. Like, they knew what they were going to do. I mean, I think episode 1 would have been the same no matter what. If J.J. Abrams would have done episode 2, maybe it would have been different. I honestly love The Last Jedi, but I think that maybe it would have had some differences, like, I don't know. Maybe Rose would have not been in the movie. I don't know. Like, I think no matter what, episode 2 and 3 to me, or episode 8 and 9, they're not like Jedi or Empire in my opinion. But they have a plan. Like, maybe Snoke dying wasn't the original plan, but I hate when people say this. Like, I just watched a review of the movie. I'm not going to tell you who said it. They're like, maybe J.J. Abrams had a plan, but then they let Rian Johnson come in and ruin it. J.J. Abrams executive produced The Last Jedi. So, with that knowledge, you would probably expect that he would have either produced or executive produced The Rise of Skywalker, even if it was originally going to be made by Colin Trevorrow. I don't know, hopefully that's how I say his last name. And whenever they changed and when they changed it, J.J. Abrams like, oh cool, I can do my actual plan. Because I bet no matter what, if it would have been Rian Johnson doing episode 9, if it would have been Colin Trevorrow episode 9, Emperor Palpatine would have been in there no matter what, okay? They had a plan, they had a plot. Like, they knew what they were going to do. Like, there's definitely probably some things that maybe J.J. Abrams looked over at the script and said, of The Last Jedi, and said, what? Race pants are nobodies? They're Palpatines. Well, it will make sense. It will make sense. And it did. If you have some of a brain, I'm not saying this to fans who actually like the movie. I'm making this as a response to critics who don't like the movie and people who just don't like the movie in general, because I love the movie. It's one of my favorite movies. It's like, if you actually think through it, then you can clearly tell they had a plan. I will use Rey's parents as an example. Your parents are nobodies. They sold you for drinking money. Whoa. Your granddad's Palpatine. Whoa. And me. Whoa. That actually makes sense. Whoa. And if they say that Palpatine was in there last minute, because maybe that is true. Let's just say that's true for a second. If that is true, then if you think for 1 minute, and you think about what I just said, then he actually has a good point. So even if Palpatine wasn't the plan, like, I can't see a Rise of Skywalker any other way. It would have not worked. Because think about it, if Snoke was alive, it would have been Jedi 2.0. No matter what anybody says, they would have had some sort of Jedi in it. But because it's Palpatine, it's just different. Like, yeah, you could say there's obviously some Jedi moments in there, but it's just done so differently. Like The Force Awakens, where to be honest, I don't see A New Hope at all in The Force Awakens. Like, I see some parts of it, but it's just, yeah, it's just so, it makes me mad when people criticize the movie. And there's going to be one more thing that we're going to touch on next that kind of goes into this, and it's unanswered questions, because personally for me, there was like one, maybe two-ish unanswered question, but if you think, using your big brain, you know what the answer is, okay? Okay, next, unanswered questions. Let's think. I was reading some stuff, it's like, why didn't Rey build a yellow lightsaber at the end of The Last Jedi, or during The Last Jedi? Because if you pay attention, The Last Jedi takes place immediately after The Force Awakens, and all she does is train during The Last Jedi. And so during the big time gap, she obviously had to learn how to build a lightsaber, reconstructing Luke Skywalker's old lightsaber. Next one. Hux, General Hux, yeah. Being the Resistance spy. Whoa. Like, the second one that scene happened, you know, he's a Resistance spy. But during that, you just think after that, why is he the Resistance spy? Then it comes to you. Like, this is a movie where you get to think about the answers, and this is obviously probably what J.J. Abrams wanted whenever he wrote the script. You realize that he clearly wants to be the Supreme Leader. It's kind of obvious. And that's what I'm assuming J.J. Abrams wanted us to realize about Hux. Because he blatantly kills people in The Rise of Skywalker and The Last Jedi. Because he knows that officially now, Kylo Ren is the Emperor, or whatever they call him, of the First Order. And the Final Order, I think is what they call it. I think it's the Final Order. They all know that he is the new leader. And that's why he wants him to lose, so that happens. And now the last one I'm going to talk about is how Emperor Palpatine is still alive. Well, kind of simple answer. He's the strongest Sith Lord in the entire galaxy. So how could he not die? And another thing is, how did they like, you clearly see he has all these things in the back of his head. And I did not finish Star Wars Battlefront 2 story mode. I just played a little bit because it got boring. And the controls in it are not the best. But when you get there, you realize after Jedi, the Empire is still a thing. So they could have simply just put a good old-fashioned Darth Vader, and then bada bing, bada boom, you're alive. Hey, congratulations to your corporation. Party all day. You've been waiting. Okay. And now we're going to go on to some of the examples I'll have for people saying, that doesn't make sense. That should have never been like that. Well, I'm going to use a brain here, the one I have, and explain what's going on. Give me 1 second, though. Okay. Oh. Okay. As I was talking about, that almost everything that people could have an issue with, they do it so well, in my opinion, that does it even matter? Like, think about it. Here is Snoke. Here's Kylo Ren. Snoke, like, he's clearly able to force gap them together, as you saw in The Last Jedi. Can force gap or fake force to Kylo Ren. That, how's it go? Rey is nobody. Yes, sir. Then Kylo Ren tells Rey, your parents are nobodies. Okay. And then you have this good message that you can be whatever you want, and you don't have to be related to anybody. Well, that message still kind of stands with the new thing that Rey's a Palpatine. I'm her grandfather. Yes, sir. He's your grandfather. Yes, sir. Like, and you still have the message that you can be anyone, even if you're the bad guy. Okay? And another thing, this is going to be going off topic, but another thing I really enjoyed was that end scene when all the Jedi are telling Rey to use the Force. And the entire time, I wanted Mace Windu. Because besides Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Yoda, he's my favorite prequel character. I wish he would have lived. George Lucas. Why in the 70s did you have to not have Samuel L. Jackson be in there? Because he's the best original character from the prequels. No doubt about it. Right. By far, and I was disappointed to find out he was dead. Okay, final verdict, everybody. I will do a quick ranking off the top of my head. I'll say my top 2 favorite Star Wars movies and my least 2 favorite Star Wars movies. Those are the only ones I can do. So my last 2 are Attack of the Clones in last place. Just the only one I'll say I won't watch. Like, if someone has a party and they say, we're going to go watch Attack of the Clones. And Rogue One. I go to a party if someone said we're watching Rogue One. It's just, I don't know. I'm excited for the Cassian Andor TV series, though. But, of course, you know, my favorite one is Rise of Skywalker, and in second place is Solo, a Star Wars story. So if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and smack that subscribe button and whack that notification bell so you can be notified on every single video I ever upload. I know this is kind of an old type video. The last review I did was for Captain Marvel. And the reason why I did this is I'm mad when people say they don't like not the Force Awakens, The Rise of Skywalker. It makes me mad. So, final score will be 10 out of 10. Go see it, even if you don't like any of the other ones. By the way, the fan service, it's just fine in that final scene. People say cinematography's bad and the editing's bad. Besides The Last Jedi, that's my favorite looking Star Wars movie. Better than Empire, go see it. Bye!